Hi there, it's Kevin with GatheringMagic.com here with match number 2 with our Chief Engineer, Mono Blue Devotion, playing in a budget deck. Yes, we'd like to play first. Okay, this is not a keepable hand. We're going to have to mulligan this. Well, yeah, this is pretty bad. And yeah, I just can't foreseeably, you know what, I'm going to keep this. We have tons to stabilize with this many Radiant Fountains. We have a Chief Engineer. We have a Hall of Triumph. We do draw into to subsequent cards here. I think we'll be okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start off with an island. We'll be able to Chief Engineer next turn. And this is most likely a definite easy mulligan hand, especially the way I've been drawing lands with this deck. But again, if we get Thought Seized here, oh geez, Cruel Sadist. Oh, I haven't seen that card in standard. Yeah, I was worried about getting another land here. We'll Chief Engineer. And then hopefully not draw any more lands and actually draw into cards that will help us draw cards. Like a Dictate of Kruphix is good here because we have the lands to actually hit the land drops each turn. So it's going to be some sort of Outlast deck, I'm sure. And we draw yet another land. Okay, we will gain some life here. And we'll Hall of Triumph for blue. No, we would not like to convoke anything. And I'll attack in with the Chief Engineer. Get him down to a 18. And a Falconer, so all of his Outlast guys will get flying if they can get counters on them. But we draw into yet another land, so I'll gain some life here. And I believe I don't tack in, we just pass it off. And hopefully we can draw into a non-land in the near future. Wouldn't be surprised if you just outlast both of these guys. Does he have a way to pump him up? Through some sort of ability. I'm just going to take the damage. I'm not sure exactly what the capabilities of his deck is. I know that there is a few cards here and there that can pump up. Well, yeah, there's probably the card that gives him a permanent +1/+1 counter. No, but that'll only give him up to a 3/4. I think it's just worth it not taking the risk. So we do get a Shorestalker here, which isn't the greatest, but it's a card. And we'll get in here for 2 damage. I'd love to hit in like the Bident of Thassa. We could really go crazy with the Bident of Thassa. Again, a Dictate of Kruphix isn't bad because I think that I can actually play a lot more cards per turn than he can. Especially with him missing land drops. And he decided to, yeah, put counters so I can't block either one. So the race is on. He's going to try to race me. 15 all. There's the Bident of Thassa. That's the perfect card. So I think we won't play a Radiant Fountain quite yet. We'll just play the Bident. And then I'll draw 2 cards here from hitting him. And there's our Master. Master will be pretty good. Other than Master's weak with the ability for him to remove +1/+1 counters and kill things. There's our playset of Radiant Fountains. So I think we can just play a Radiant Fountain here, gain some life. And then next turn we can Master. And again, if he kills the Master Waves, though, the Hall of Triumph is going to allow us to keep out our dudes. And so far right now, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There'll be 5 tokens. Hopefully we can draw into another card before we cast the Master Waves. And the Citizen Tactics, okay, so he's going to be able to fight down the Chief Engineer. But again, it's going to be a card for a card, as he did have to cast the Citizen Tactics. He wasn't able to strive it. And it saves me 4 damage as well. I'm going to force him to attack with his Abzan Falconer. So now he can't even outlast it if he was planning on outlasting it. And there's a Dictate of Kruphix. I hate to flash in and give him the card advantage. So we're just going to attack in with the Triton Shorestalker to hopefully give us more information. And it's just an island. So again, here might just be, I mean, it's basically a win, though, if I just Dictate a Kruphix and then, yeah, and then Master. That's ideally not how you want to do this. But given that he's got just 3 lands anyway, I want to go for the kill next turn. As we have a ton of elemental tokens. Alright, so let's hope for no sort of mass removal like a Drown in Sorrow. That would be a complete blowout. So besides the Drown in Sorrow, though, I really can't see him dishing out enough damage here or stopping 18 damage from elemental tokens. I mean, I'm pretty certain that Master Waves dies here. What he does is he retributions. Okay, he just Abzan charmed the Master. But he's still staring down lethal next turn. And that's the power of Hall of Triumph with Master. And we get to draw 2 cards here. I'm thinking of maybe if we go this Dictate of Kruphix route, like cards like Void Snares, bouncing permanents, countering spells, might be a better use of the Dictate of Kruphix. I mean, this card's successfully been... The decks that this card has successfully been played in the past have usually been like Turbo Fog type decks. Alright, so I'm in a Radiant Fountain here. Doesn't really matter too much what we do. And I'm going to Chasm Skulker right now because we're going to be drawing a crap ton of cards. But I mean, I think this is lethal anyway. So, because he can block 8, 9, 10. That's 10 exactly if we just attack with everything. And he blocks 2 of them. Alrighty, so let's go to the sideboard. The Doom Engine seems okay against him. Nullify seems okay as too, and Encrust actually seems really, really good. So I'm going to bring in Encrust because I'm thinking he wants to make one creature pretty powerful. I'm thinking that this is going to have the Johnny's Pridemate in it. So I'm going to cut the Doom Engines. We're going to cut this little Chief Engineer, Hall of Triumph, Bident of Thassa. And then we'll bring in the Encrust. And I'm thinking Nullify is okay as well. Some amount of Nullifies. So I'm going to throw one other Chief Engineer out. And I'm going to submit this. This is an okay hand. Preferably, I'd like to hit a double blue for the Bident. But we can definitely keep this. We have a Vaporkin that is going to get in there for some, hopefully some early damage. And that actually makes it a lot better with the first turn Hypnotic Siren. So this is going to at least pressure him. And then we have the Chasm Skulker. So we have a nice little 1-2-3 punch here. Or we can actually even Military Intelligence third turn to draw cards. And it's going to be a favorite Hoplite. And it appears he misses his drop. So we'll just put out the Vaporkin. And then, now he's got to hit a land dropper. This is pretty much game. As he'll be too far behind with me drawing cards through Military Intelligence. It's going to be a Hero of Lena Tower. This is the one that you can spend extra mana. Yeah. So he can get into the favorite Hoplite. And down to 19. Got to give it to this guy, though. This is a creative deck. And I am a huge fan of creative decks. So I will just put out the Chasm Skulker. And we'll attack in with the Vaporkin and the Hypnotic Siren. Down to a 16. And he does hit his Jungle Hollow. So he's in semi-decent shape now with 2 mana. Hardened Scale is going to double everything that comes out. He's going to be able to attack him with both these guys. So Favorite Hoplite is a card that I have to respect a little bit because it's going to get huge very quick. Like an Abzan Charm will put in 4 or 5. Yeah, I'll put in a lot of cards, but I don't know why he didn't attack in there. He's not going to be able to block the 2 that he can't block either one of these. They're both flying. And Chasm Skulker, this is going to allow me to play both a Military Intelligence and a Vaporkin. Or we'll probably just play the Military Intelligence first. And we'll attack him with a Vaporkin and Hypnotic Siren. I'm wondering if Ornithopter and Darksteel Citadel have a place in this deck, maybe in Soul Artifact, as they can speed up the ability for this deck to burst with first turn Darksteel Citadel, second turn and Soul Artifact, and as well as like with the Chief Engineer, Ornithopter is not a bad card to help convoke a bigger artifact into play, and then you can always go Springleaf Drum as well. So that might be another route that we could try this deck with, kind of like a mono blue artifacts type list where. But I have done one similar. I mean, this deck I did one similar not too long ago. But I thought I'd try it out with the metagame with thinking Abzan midrange would be the deck we'd be playing a lot against. So haven't quite seen that yet. I can't really consider this one. This is an Abzan kind of heroic counter type strategy. We'll attack in here for these guys. I could easily attack in the Chasm Skulker, but again, I think I'm going to play it the safe route. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and throw another Radiant Fountain. Put me up to a healthy 23. And we'll Vaporkin here. Alrighty. So pretty decent shape. I will block with Chasm Skulker, I believe. On the... He still would have to hit a land drop, though, for the Abzan Charm scenario. Another Hardened Scales. So if he's got like a God's Willing... Nope, it's not even a God's Willing. It's just a Retribution. And there's another Radiant Fountain. I can draw those like they're going out of style. We'll go ahead and attack in with the team here. Yeah, because I highly doubt he can do, even with the double Hardened Scales, can do 25 damage in one turn. Especially with Thassa. Coming out. He's down to a 4. We'll Radiant Fountain again. Throw the Thassa out. So now he's got to get, what, God's Willing. Puts a counter on the favorite Hoplite. Yeah, 25 damage is very unfeasible. Alrighty, and he just scoops there. We'll go on to the next matchup here. This has been Kevin with GatheringMagic.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching Playing on a Budget. If you haven't already, please subscribe to Gathering Magic and check out our Playing on a Budget playlist, which contains every episode. Thanks again, and hope to see you soon.